All right, let's take a look at this one. It's asking, oh, sorry, my bad. Which equation describes the graph below? So we have four options here. Now, what I would want to do first is look at, we're trying to solve for x and for y, mostly for x. So let's look at when x is just x. So when x is just x, what is y at? Y is at a positive 1. So if you have x plus 1, if you give you where y is at. So you see that again, x is at 0. If we add a 1 to it, that will give us where y is on the line, on this line here. So now that we have this equation, you can see that it doesn't really fit these ones. But is there a way that we can move these numbers around to make it fit one of these equations? And the answer is yes. Remember that this equal sign here is sort of like a light switch. So when you have a positive number over here, when you move it over here, it becomes a negative number. And likewise, if you have a positive number over here and you move it over there, it becomes a negative number. So let's move the 1 and the y and see what it does to the equation. So if we have this here, we'll move y over, and y you can see is positive. So that will become negative y. And if we move the positive 1 over here, it becomes negative. So now we have x minus y equals negative 1. And we can see that that is the answer for number 2. So again, it's just looking at the graph, seeing where your x is, and seeing what you have to add to x to make it y. And then if you don't have the right equation, it's just moving numbers and letters around until you see something that looks familiar over here.